Yo, yo, yo.
To the Chakra OutLoud pod. We are here, Malibu Smiley, John Bro 69.
You already know.
In the building.
Chakra OutLoud, where we say what we say and you don't get upset.
You say what you say and you don't get upset.
I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back. I love the
little hiatus from us. A little
yeah,
hiatus.
You know, it's been a while, but we're definitely back and we're coming back stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been about like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Because we were all out. Everybody was
What
sick.
3 weeks? What a
Yeah,
3 weeks
it
it
was-
was here.
It was like a
shop.
whole COVID shit going on at the shop.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely, I had it really bad. And, you know, Jay had it. Obviously, he couldn't record. And then it was just down the line. That's it.
Yeah, it was everybody.
But we're happy to be back.
No,
Right, bros?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Like towards the end of my sickness, I had to go out to Florida, so my first day in Florida wasn't the most fun. Like on my flight, I thought I was gonna throw up. Literally, no jokes. I was like, I just need this to be over. But the warm weather definitely helped. Not gonna lie.
Right. Yeah, I was scared for y'all because I just saw it going from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. I was like, just take your vitamins, you'll be alright.
And it was
That's all
just
need,
you?
bro. Yeah.
It was just you, Rogo, and Ace? Or you,
Yeah,
Rogo,
so
and Brian?
One of the days was me, Rogo, and Ace. One day was me, Rogo, and Brian. So it was like very.
It
like,
must have felt weird, right?
It was
Not having
quiet.
What do you guys think about the whole COVID resurge in general? Like, I feel like the numbers have shot back up, and they're trying to push the vaccine a little more now.
I don't care anymore, dude.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Fucking take your vitamins, go run for like 20 minutes a day. That's all you need.
Yeah, I didn't need the vaccine, man.
Yeah, bro.
I needed these pills that we picked up in Pennsylvania. It's pretty awesome. It got me cleared in 2 days, which is weird because they don't promote this pill out there. If everybody knew that this pill exists and when they have COVID, they don't have to go through the 2 to 3 weeks of hardship going through this whole COVID shit. You can just take the pill and you should be fine. And pump yourself for the vitamins, buy some oxygen tanks, and you should be good, yo.
Yeah, man, be the next Spider-Man out here.
Right, facts. You know what's? I was just talking about this with a buddy of mine too, because he just got out of PT school, and if you take away all the other shit, like hey, you need a vaccine, you need mask, but the only thing that no one has said ever is just maybe you should just work out and eat healthier. Like literally, no one has said that. That's not an occurrence to anyone to just live a healthier lifestyle. I mean, I can't talk. I'm eating a cream cheese, bacon, jelly, and blueberry bagel right now.
So let me tell you, I guess the good thing that came out of COVID for me is the fact that I stopped smoking, right? So I'm not smoking no more. I tried to smoke 2 days ago. Like I haven't smoked for 3 weeks. I tried to smoke 2 days ago, and it was just awful. I couldn't do it. And I also stopped watching porn. Cause
Big one.
yeah, cause while I was fucking sick, I was just too like tired to even go to Pornhub. I was like, I don't got time for this shit.
Facts.
And those 3 weeks, it kind of broke that cycle, the fucking curse. So I've been free ever since from marijuana and Pornhub.
Porn is a big one, bro.
Yeah, I see a little booty on Instagram, and I was like, I just kept flipping to like animal cruelty and shit. And
It's funny because I think that's gonna be my New Year's resolution. I think I'm gonna give up porn because, bro, like not for nothing. And because you've been married to your wife for a very long time, I've been with my girlfriend for a very long time.
Single life over here.
It desensitizes everything you do. Everything
it
you
does.
do.
Or it give you standards
That
you trying
That's
to
unreal.
yeah, that you trying to give your wife, and it's like she doesn't do backflips.
Why don't you do a backflip,
She doesn't
bro?
do backflip while having balls in her face.
Yeah,
That's
she
impossible.
don't do the behind the arch.
because I also have to do a backflip with her in the air. You know what I mean? So that doesn't work.
Yeah, man, it's wild, and I feel like now more than ever, I think there was some crazy statistic that came out lately. It was like Pornhub has more views than any television show on the air. It has more views than any Netflix show. Or
I give it a lot of views, bro. You know when you go on my phone, the internet, the first little square is PH, and then everything else, Amazon.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna go to my internet right now. Right? Watch. What's the? Hold on. I'm gonna press the plus button right here.
Yeah. Let me do mine.
Wait.
got-
Look, it's the first one. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
You guys don't hit the private, bro. Like, come on.
Oh,
throw the history
I-
of that shit.
You know what it is? The one time I forget to hit the private, then it gets stuck there and
Yeah,
it's
nah,
P,
for
so
real.
it's there all the time.
Pornhub.
You gotta blur that. Bro, I know it's bad. It's
I don't
bad.
even want to check mine.
It
Yeah,
is,
bro.
but it's been 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
I'm happy
I'm good.
that
I'm
has
happy for you.
happened.
I'm happy for
You know, and I tried to do it yesterday. I'm like, let me go on PH real quick to see what's popping and to see what's going on with the community. And
You know what's funny about the Pornhub comments is like they're never about the porn. It's always like, hey, you guys know how to deep fry chicken? Like, it's
Yo,
like some shit. And, like, you gave it, like, real advice.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fucking hilarious. Where you're watching people, like, fuck, there's just, the comments are fucking hilarious, dude.
Right. It's like
No.
2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Yeah, dude,
you know, like
have to read the comments. They're
breadcrumbs.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's weird. It's crazy.
So I went in one of the videos, and all you see at the bottom was, like, you guys saw the fight tonight?
Yeah. It's like, so we just both here hanging out in the comments.
That was pretty cool. Talking
Yeah.
about fighting.
Yeah. Watch that fight?
The Logan Paul and Jake Paul and Tyron
yeah.
Woodley.
Mm-hmm.
That was obviously rigged.
You think
right?
so?
Yeah, I
so
agree.
so first of all, I got insights on their contract.
Okay.
Right. The contract is because Logan Paul and Jake Paul are the ones that are the hype of the fighting world right now.
Right.
Even though they're Disney characters,
They're just bringing a lot of the.
they're
social
making a
media
lot of
attraction.
money,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're bringing that money into pay-per-views and stuff like that. So they need to sell the person that makes the most money.
Mm-hmm.
So the contract is like, you can't knock him out. That's part of the contract, stuff like that.
Okay.
So now this guy broke down the video of the fight, and I got to show you guys the video. But the guy, Jake, actually signaled Tyron to drop his hand. So if you notice the video when he's boxing like this, Jake goes like this to him, like come on. Tyron came in, dropped his hand, and then he hit him hard.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So if you see the video and you see the guy that did it, right away you'll be like, okay, this is definitely rigged. But I understand because you gotta make money. It is what it is.
Listen, and I get it on their end, bro. Is it easy if we're 2 famous guys and I'm the guy who's winning and everybody's like, you know,
You're the
I'm
hype.
hated,
You're the hype.
right? If I'm like, yo, man,
if you're gonna give me $1 million, you can hit me. You can stomp
a
me
million,
on the
what do you get?
floor.
Like, you got like 20-something million.
You can hit each one of my kids, jump
Right.
over the ring, and smack all of them,
Facts.
and it's $1 million. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm taking that punch.
yeah.
I'll take that punch for
hit,
sure.
Hit my little one first.
So
'cause
Jorge
she has a
just
mouth.
Jorge
She has a
just
mouth
got
on her.
offered. Jorge Masvidal
I
just got
saw.
offered $5 million. Are you guys taking that fight to get knocked out?
5 mil?
Five
mil?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You could jump me,
Ever,
bro.
you been knocked out before?
No.
Never not. You been knocked out?
I've been
before?
knocked out.
Yeah,
I used to
I've
do
been
Muay
knocked
Thai
out.
kickboxing, and I got like knocked out 3 times in the ring.
It's an interesting feeling.
Yeah.
For sure. But I feel like one more for 5 million, I could do it. You know, I definitely could do it.
Yeah.
5 million, you'd be chilling.
Yo, $5 million is a lot
Chill.
of money. You know what you could do with
almost
that?
brought in $5 million? The new Spider-Man movie that just came out. Top of the box charts right now.
Did you see it?
No, wait.
I haven't
You
seen
haven't
it yet.
seen
Wait.
I haven't seen
It
yet.
has to be more than $5 million.
Yeah,
No, most definitely. That's what I'm
We
saying.
have
Like
$5 million
speaking,
between 3 of us. What are you talking about, bro?
speaking, I was just saying, speaking about the million, Spider-Man is doing one of the best in the world right now. I don't want to give too many teasers, but have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of it?
Twice.
Twice already?
You saw it?
No, I haven't.
I haven't seen it. I wanted to rent the movie theater so we could all watch it. But
I looked it up too.
January.
They only rent them out like Monday to like Thursday now.
yeah, and when we have to work and
course.
stuff like that, so
So I don't even think it's Mondays anymore. I think it's like Tuesday to Wednesday because it's when no one goes to the movies. That's when they rent it out now.
yeah,
But give it a couple months, they shut down. We rent it out for like $200 again.
yeah.
That was fire when we went.
That
We saw
was-
Godzilla.
that was
Were
so
you with
dope.
us?
I wasn't.
No, he was.
No, that was so fun. We rented out the whole movie theater. It was all of us.
Uh-huh.
We brought the kids.
No,
we
I
just
saw it.
watched Godzilla. We were just
Yeah,
yelling.
just-
And you don't have to worry about like people talking and be like,
Nah,
yo,
big
what the hell? Like, shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
literally,
It
Like,
was just
Family,
us,
family. Nah, that's
literally.
dope. That's
So,
Speaking about going to the mall, the shopping and stuff, Christmas shopping. It's that time of year right now.
I just got back from it again.
Yeah.
yo, we've been shopping every single day, every fucking day.
I have no
dude.
time, bro. I have
There
no
is
time.
no time, dude. And the fact that I have a long session today, I'm a little bit worried because I still have like last minute Christmas shopping. It's hectic everywhere you go. So last night we took the kids to eat, and then we stopped by Best Buy to pick up some gifts.
Right.
You know, my wife, she's fucking smart. She had pre-ordered it online. I'm like, I check my phone, I'm like, they got it on stock. So when I go there, they're like, we don't have it no more. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm like panicking and shit, you know? So today I have to do round 2 of Best Buy somewhere else.
Right.
And then tomorrow I have to hit up the city to buy the last minute fucking Christmas shit.
Right.
So
Yeah, I've been doing it. I did. It's funny because I do plan, but what happens is I'll get like halfway through the plan, and then like a week before Christmas comes, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot all these people that I had to get like little gifts, and you don't want to get. And listen, if I don't get it by tonight, I'm probably just do the Walgreens, get a card, get a gift card, call it a day. But I have a little time, so I'm gonna try to.
You
get
know
them
who has
something
my
better.
back? Five Below.
Facts.
Five Below has my back
Walking
all
with
the
They just
time.
put
$20 bill?
random stuff in there that looks so nice,
Bro, you get a $20 bill in Five Below, you
You
get
come
whatever
out
you
with
want.
bags, my dude.
And the one in the mall, the one over here in the Freehold Mall,
Freehold.
they have like all the new shit, like all because it's a store, it's a mall front, so
Yo,
they just got stocks.
they had Xbox games.
Yeah,
For
Yeah,
$5
bro.
on Five Below. I'm not even fucking around.
that's a weird universe. I don't like whatever's going on over there.
It's
They're
weird,
doing
it's
some
weird.
weird over there.
So yeah. So
What do you like? Your wife's not here, but what'd you get your wife for Christmas?
Me?
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Nah, just like I don't know, whatever she asked.
Right.
You know, I'll pay for it, whatever.
But yeah, your wife is similar to my girlfriend.
We don't need anything.
Right, exactly.
To be
So
honest with you,
if
It's
you
just
guys
like-
want anything, you just go and get it throughout the year anyway. So that's why it makes so hard. That's what makes it so hard for
On
the end of the
Christmas
year
time,
because
yeah.
you're like, I want her to open something, but we
That's
got
it.
everything already.
Yeah, we literally have everything.
Right.
Like she asked me the same thing. Like, what do you want? I was like,
I don't know. I just same shit.
I don't even know because I'm older. I don't really need shit. I got everything. I have a
I want
business.
lights.
I have
cool lights like this.
I have my kids.
Yeah.
So there's nothing I could really ask for.
Right, for
Probably
sure.
a fucking pair of sneakers, some shit. But
Right. And even that, you're like, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm the same
I don't
thing.
give
I
a
don't
fuck,
give a
you
shit.
know what I
Definitely
mean?
getting older. That socks joke that I got as a kid a lot. Definitely a real thing.
You
now.
start.
I'm
I'm
like-
telling you, you start getting into your mid-20s, you start asking for socks. I bet you money.
I used to get bootleg Transformers, bro.
Hell yeah.
They bought me this Transformer that turned into a television. And I never seen, and it was just like, you know, the dollar store Transformers
Oh,
that
yeah.
it just folds in two ways.
Transmorphers.
Yeah,
they're not. They're not.
it just bends in half, and then the head goes in. That was
That's
my
it.
Transformer. It ain't doing nothing else. So, but yeah, you know, as you get older, obviously the gifts kind of just seem to disappear because
Yeah.
you don't really need anything.
Right.
You
Just
know.
more in the giving
It's
spirit.
more about the people you're around most of
Yeah.
the time with the holidays than the gifts when you get
Yo,
older.
facts.
For sure.
Facts.
Definitely learned that recently. You want to talk about the
All right.
truck driver first?
Oh yeah, man.
That's
Like
fucked
shout
up.
out to the truck driver. Can you give me his name?
Yeah.
I want to make sure I mention his
facts.
name. Shout out to him because what was done to him was very unfair. Not only that, he's been a truck driver for like a year and a half, so he's not very experienced. And what the more experienced drivers have said about that road in Colorado is that it's a very steep road, and if you don't know it very well, you will end up in a bad situation. That was the case with this kid. He's 25 years old, and he was given this route for the first time. He didn't know what to expect. So at the speed that he was driving, when he tried to clamp down on the brake, they gave out, and obviously he smashed into a family of 4.
I think it
Right.
was 4. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, 4 of them died in the crash. Obviously, you know, RIP to them.
Yeah,
But-
sorry if I butcher his name. In Colorado, the driver's name was Rogel Lazaro Alaguera.
Yeah,
Rogel
Aguilera.
Lazaro-
Yeah.
Aguilera.
So he's a Cuban driver. Like I say, he wasn't an experienced driver. And at the end of the day, the main underlying word here is accident.
Right, right.
It wasn't intentional. They gave him a drug test. He was clear. They gave him a chemical test, which means he wasn't even drinking. He didn't even take a vitamin.
Right. He was clean.
He was completely clean. The brakes gave out. So that's the company's fault for
I
giving
agree.
him a truck that's, you know what I mean?
Now I don't know inner workings of truck driving, but you can own your own truck and the company can have a truck, right? So it depends.
you
Do
can
we
own your
know
own
if it was
truck.
his truck or was the
It
company's
was
truck?
the company's truck.
Okay.
It wasn't his.
I agree with you.
He's just been driving for a year and a half.
Right.
So,
It's like a black diamond. You don't throw
110
people
years,
on.
bro. That's
Yeah,
man,
that's
listen,
a lot.
and I
That's
know
how-
people hate to be like, well, this has to be a racist thing. It is
No.
completely, to me, the
Right.
judge was a racist thing.
Right.
Because the guy was Cuban. He couldn't even have money to represent himself, right? How are you going to give this kid 110 years when there's fucking pedophile fucking kids around the world?
Right.
And you guys give him 2 years and then put him in a place called Pedophile Park in Florida.
Oh, that's where they
Like,
put him.
Yeah, no, that's not what they put him.
Oh.
But that's what they put pedophiles.
Pedophiles.
There's this
Oh,
place
okay,
called Pedophile Park in Florida where there's like a whole entire park like sanctioned for these people and they're being protected. And it's fucked up that you give a kid that's 25 years old 110 years for an accident. It was never intentional. And for the judge to say it hurts me to give you this much year, but under the state law of Colorado, I have to do it. It's like, no, you don't. You can override that. You're a fucking judge, bro.
Right.
You know how much money you take from police officers to stop people and shit like that? Come on, bro.
It said the accident left 4 dead and more than half a dozen injured.
Yeah, I mean,
At the end of the day, it's just like you have to think about it like this: the company that hired that man knew where he was going, knew the route that he was taking, and knew how much experience he had. So at the first thing you see is, I mean, I kind of related to the same thing. You don't throw a new snowboarder down a black diamond. You know what I mean? You don't just tell him, hey,
yo, trust me, because I did it.
Exactly.
I went in
I
a
know.
black
We
diamond
talked
for
about
my
this story.
first day snowboarding. And let me tell you my experience. I was stumbling down that fucking mountain, bro. And I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that happened to him in that steep road.
And he probably didn't know what to do. The brakes gave out, and I'd never been into a car with the brakes giving out, and I had no control over it. So he probably was trying to avoid as much as he can. And you can see the video. You see him. He's trying to bob and weave out of the traffic. And I believe that he was trying to get out of the way from everything. He wasn't trying to cause anybody harm.
It's definitely hard. My last accident I had, like when I fell asleep and I woke up, my brakes actually did give out. So you don't want to hit any car. So you're trying to like swerve out of the way.
Yeah,
so you're looking for something to hit to stop you and also not hurt anyone else.
Right.
For me that was a pole. So I hit the pole.
Right.
Luckily I was safe. Like I just woke up, so I wasn't like tensed as much as I should have been. So thank God for that. But when your brakes give out, bro, you're just looking for someone not to hit.
Yeah, you just reminded me of, because I had a similar situation. I had a Honda Accord, like 1994 Honda Accord, and I remember I was like 17 years old. And I was coming off I was on the Bronx Expressway. So as I'm driving 65, 67 miles an hour, I'm hitting the gas, and the gas is not going. I'm going 60, but it's winding down, and I hit the brakes, and my brakes give out. So not only my brakes, but my gas. So I'm fucking panicking. So I put the emergency signals, and I went all the way to my right because there was an exit approaching. So at the momentum that I had, I was able to get out the exit, out the little ramp, and just happened to be a park around the corner, and I pulled up around the corner because it slowed down enough for that. That shit, loud as that's like construction paper. Like, where's that thunder coming from? This is our special effect. We don't have the budget is very low, so.
Some guy in the back with the metal sheet, like.
But yeah, it was a scary situation. So, at the end of the day, listen. I don't feel like he should have gotten 110 years. That's completely absurd. Crazy. I am glad that the community of the truck drivers took this step.
They want to strike, right?
They on strike. Right. They're not delivering nothing to fucking Colorado. So Walmart's completely clear. ShopRite's completely clear. Yeah. There's nothing. So you know what? They're going to make the people of Colorado starve.
Yeah.
Because of shit like this. So
I agree. That's 110 years.
I even signed the petition.
People have killed people, straight up murder.
Yeah. 25 years.
Yeah, let's say like 30 years.
How fucking crazy is that?
Intentional.
Jinx.
Yeah.
And less years than that.
Yeah. So I signed the petition. There's over 4 million signatures.
That's the one you posted, right?
Yeah. I donated $50. My wife donated some money. We're trying to get this kid out, bro. Because if that was my son, I would feel like completely like.
Does he have a set bail price or not yet?
I don't think so.
Not a set bail price, dude. They give him 110 years.
Yeah, there's no bail.
They already trialed him.
Yeah.
He's in prison for 110 years.
Yeah. Automatic.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They need to. How do you say that shit when you like a new hearing to open up the.
Yeah, you need to. I'm not smart enough for these words.
Yeah, for the judge shit, because I hate court and all that. I gotta go to court. I'm fucking January.
He needs to like dispute basically.
Yeah, like another
charge. Yeah,
and get a better lawyer.
I hope a lawyer comes out of all this and tries to help him out, because I know he didn't have one, like you said. So I hope after people hear him.
So you this is how fucked up this world is. This kid needed a lawyer. A lawyer could have stepped in and helped him out. Listen, I'm the type of person. If I was a lawyer, I would have helped this kid. I wouldn't even charge him. Pro bono work, whatever. Right. There was this documentary that I seen called "Don't Fuck with Cats," and also "The Devil Next Door." Right. So "Don't Fuck with Cats." This kid is a serial killer. He kills cats and he started killing a human. He actually had a lawyer represent him. And I don't know how you represent somebody like that, right?
Right.
And then on the documentary, The Devil Next Door, in this documentary, imagine living to a guy that you recognize constantly, and come to find out when it hits you who he is, he was the person that used to work for Hitler, and he put your whole entire family into a chamber and gassed them, right? So they sent them to Israel on trial, and then what happens is a lawyer appeared out of nowhere and took on his case. This is a person that has killed thousands of people, thousands of family. And he happened to find a lawyer that will represent him. Yet this kid who needed a fucking lawyer, they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
How fucked up is life, bro?
Now let me ask you a question, because I think we talked about it 3 weeks ago when we were here, but I think this trial is still going on. It may have ended. I have not followed up, and that's how much it's not in the news. The Ghislaine Maxwell shit is still.
And that was our first.
That was the first episode we did. And I haven't heard one thing from that.
Oh, wait.
And all this other shit is going on. I know you know something.
I did. Yesterday, so I went down the line. There's a whole bunch of Democrats that has resigned that they haven't put in the news.
Okay.
A few of them got caught with thousands of child pornography. One raped a 2-year-old little girl and a whole bunch of 5-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And they were selling little kids to other politicians and stuff like that. So she gave out the names. They resigned. Now my thing is, okay, these motherfuckers resign, and then what happens to them?
Right.
They don't get locked up, right?
No, they get nothing. They just leave.
They just like, oh, you
probably
can't work here no more. It's like being a pope,
Right.
right? They're like, oh, my man, like
You just can't be the Pope.
They caught you. Even though we all do it,
Right.
they caught you, so now we got to put you in another church somewhere in another
Right.
fucking country
Yeah.
or whatever.
100%.
But they don't get locked up.
It's
so.
insane to me that that it's still not being talked about. And like I will say, like more so in the podcast world and on the internet, like the people that can talk amongst themselves, we're talking about it. But God forbid a major news outlet talks about it.
But we are the real news,
Right, of course. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
that TV shit, like Kanye West said on one of his album, don't believe everything you see on TV.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Well, I forgot what album was that. Was that was like the Flashing Lights album?
So many bangers.
Yeah, so
so
you know what I mean?
you know what I mean.
He said it best, yo. Don't believe everything you see on TV because everything is fake news out there.
Yeah, bro.
We
Crazy.
are now the podcast and social media. We are the real news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were just talking about this the other day, about how like scripted Hollywood is when it comes down to relationships, the people that you see out in public.
See
like,
Pete Davidson?
Yeah,
He's not even dating Kim Kardashian
that's
anymore.
literally what we're talking about. Everything
Talking
is
Miley
just
Cyrus
so
now.
scripted.
Listen, Staten Island.
Just for the news,
some
bro.
guy was taking pictures of Miley Cyrus in his apartment
Yeah,
like
this
last
is
week.
just so we were talking about that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck? This guy's not even funny. Like, who is this guy?
Like,
Everything
got
is
butthole
like
eyes still.
everything is like whoever caught the hype, whoever's trending. Then all these fucking bugs, all these other celebrities want to start like
Right.
hovering around them.
And
Like,
you notice how it's like one of the Kardashians is dating the drummer Travis Barker, right? They just got engaged, and then Pete Davidson is in the. I think that skinny, like
that thing is
skinny
it's
tattoo
popping.
look,
It's
like that's the
popping
popping
to
look.
them and amongst the Kardashians.
I gotta lose like
shit.
80 pounds if I want to get
But
that look.
you know they're all gonna lose their career after
Oh,
they break up with these bitches
Right.
because they're fucking succubus.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They're a whole bunch of sirens.
And
They just
have you ever seen Pete Davidson stand up? He's okay.
He's like
He's not
he's
bad.
not funny.
I'm not gonna. I'm a fan of Pete Davidson, but I'm not gonna say he's one of the funniest.
Right,
comedians.
right.
Like,
Yeah,
his
I would never.
jokes-
Like I didn't laugh. I just said, "Oh, that was funny."
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
one of those. He started getting really,
like, oh,
really
okay.
big when like he started dating Ariana Grande. I feel
Yeah.
like because then all the stuff with
That's
Mac
what-
Miller and they were
And
talking.
SNL was really big for him too.
Right,
That
of
was, like,
course.
a really big
He's a
hit for
good.
his
He's a
career.
good sketch artist. Like he'll write skits. Those are funny. But I don't think I've ever laughed at his jokes.
Yeah,
you
me
know what I
either.
mean.
And he always looks dead.
I said he got butthole eyes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Oh yeah,
dark
the
butthole
butthole eyes.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Dude.
guys. So we will be back in a little bit. We're gonna take a little break, and we will see you guys then. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to Chakra Out Loud, where we say what we say and you don't get upset.
Don't get upset.
I love the little
Get
slogan there.
upset.
Yeah.
Say what we say, and you don't get upset.
I like
Yeah.
that. I
Wait,
like
wait,
that.
wait, wait. I gotta show you guys something.
Okay. All right. Oh God. You take my shoes off. Ooh. I need a pedicure or
Here we
manicure,
go.
whatever it is.
Aren't these the most firest sneakers you've seen for Christmas? We gotta put them up here. I'm sorry, you can't
No,
wear them.
okay, that's fine. You want
There you
the
go.
other one too? Or?
This shit is popping.
Just that
yo.
one.
That is
I want you guys to look at that.
We'll just keep
admire
that there for a
okay?
while.
Because I didn't know he had them on until like he took them off. So.
Yeah. So those are Nike SB Uncle Chris's sweater shoes. This is the first rendition of them. They did 3 different colors. They did black with the red. They did gray with the red, which I also have, and then a couple years later they did like blue.
Nice.
And they all came with. I'm crazy. You guys know I'm a crazy sneakerhead. So when they came out, they had one version which was just the shoes in a box, and then they had the other version with the shoes, the box, but the box was a tin like you would get Christmas cookies in.
Right.
Like, and it had like all the like Christmas decorations on top of it.
Oh,
A
that's
shirt,
fire.
Egglets that come on the top, or like little like lace locks that come on the top here that have like a snowman on it. And these are actually little weed leaves. If you actually see it, they're like supposed to be little weed leaves instead of there's just disguised in there.
That's fire.
But I have all 3 of them, and they go into the Christmas shoe stash. I bring them out
So
every year.
I wasn't a big shoe guy. I was very humble. You know, I just wore whatever anybody got me. And then I met John, and then he put me on game, and I was like, okay, I got to start buying shit. So then my wife started buying me Yeezys, and
Yep.
now I have a whole bunch of sneakers in my house.
We got the matching yellow, the gray ones. We got matching gray ones.
So check this out. I bought these fucking Freddy Converses. What was it? Was it
the Vans.
The Vans.
Yeah,
the
Friday
Freddy
13th.
Krueger Vans, right? And I also bought the sweater that goes with it and all
Yeah.
that. And my client yesterday just ruined my life because he just told me the whole story about Freddie, how he was a pedophile.
Oh yeah.
So I got the pedo shoes and the sweater that I
You gotta
didn't
burn
know.
them. You had to burn them.
Yeah, yeah. So now I have to either give them away or like I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
burn
weird.
them. We're gonna record it because I'm not down with the pedophile
Yeah,
shit.
no.
So I got the pedo kid in my
Damn it.
house hidden, and I
They're
gotta get rid of
everywhere.
them.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch out for them.
Big week here at the shop. In a couple minutes, actually, we'll be going to get her second one. It was a big week for one of our apprentices. I don't know if you wanted to take the lead with this.
Jess,
Yeah.
congratulations,
Jessica.
Jess.
Congrats, Jessica.
She has been on her shit, man. She's been focused. As soon as she came in, the first day from the interview, I saw it on her eyes that she really wanted to do this. And we gave her an opportunity, and she showed out, man.
There's a fire in that woman. That woman's eyes.
Yo,
Only
her linings are really nice. Her shading is nice. She's gonna be a really great artist. Shout out to Jess, for doing it big. You know what I mean? You made
myself
everybody proud.
Yeah,
so.
facts.
I've been so inspired just watching her journey and like the growth
Yeah.
that she's had within like the 5-6 months that we've been here together. Because Jess came in like a week after me, so we kind of like started around the same
Literally,
time. So,
yeah.
like literally seeing where she started and where she is now, it's been so inspirational.
And it goes to show you that how we teach is the actual proper way.
Right.
Because we're creating artists here, professional artists.
It's good to see, honestly, because you can always tell when someone's dedicated, because they'll put that work in no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
they'll sacrifice whatever they need to do in order to get this.
Not everybody makes it.
Of course, and
Okay.
you know, obviously, it's a tough industry to work in, and it's just not built for everybody. You might be good for a couple weeks, you might be good for a couple years, you might be good for a day or two, but it's not made for everybody.
It's
and
not a
yeah.
place for you to just hang out and fool around and whatever.
no, definitely not.
Because it's very offensive to the rest of the artists and the staff.
It's a respect thing. It goes two ways, right? You know, so
It's all about respect,
Of
man.
course, yeah, facts.
Because when we're dedicating all these hours, even you, Jay, you're there sitting with us for 7-8 hours, whatever, doing what we do, and you see somebody in the shop fooling around, it's very disrespectful towards everybody, knowing how much work we're all putting in.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because we all played a part. It's like we're like blood cells and all that,
Right.
and we're like in this body that we have to make it work.
I know it's a cliche thing, but most of it, I didn't want to touch on it today. Like, people think that this is just like a 5-day a week, 8-hour job. This is not. It's especially mostly for you guys, but I feel like here our shop too. It's when you're in. This is like every day thing. It's not you go home and you stop working. You talk to clients when you're home. You design when you're home.
Yo, we're consumed by this
yeah,
shit
it's-
constantly.
You have to want this. You have to want it for yourself. You have to
Yo,
want it for
for
the team
real.
around you. But
It
like,
is.
you can't just come in here willy nilly like, oh, it's another day at work. Like you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
have to
Of
put in
course.
the effort.
And that's when people like start arguing about pricing and like, oh, you guys must be making so much money. Like, no, like you don't understand. Like a lot of this stuff goes to supplies. A lot of this
A
stuff.
lot of this, goes to supply.
Right.
If our overhead is stupid,
Yeah.
bro, like
It's nuts, and I feel like it's really in poor taste now to say like, wow, tattoo artists are really just asking for all the money. Like, no, supply and demand, man. A lot of things have gone on up in price. Like, trust me, I look at the
Everything is
payroll, I
going,
look at
yeah.
all of the inventory that comes in and out.
the artists
Everything
have to
goes
give
up.
the house
Facts.
a cut. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
not just $1 goes to you and that's it. You know what I mean? It's not how it works, and it's weird.
and
that
for
people
the
still think
records,
that.
I haven't gotten paid ever since I opened up this business. I haven't gotten paid from any of the artists. I haven't.
Right.
I haven't made money from my
Right.
own business, and it's been running for 3 years.
And I feel like that's something that people always think. They're like, oh, you own the business, you must be like a
you know how many people hit
fajillionaire.
me up? He's like, yo, you doing it big. You making mad money now. Now that you have the business. I'm like, yo, I haven't seen, my wife and I have not seen any money. All the money comes from me.
Right.
So when you see me in my cars, if I fucking buy a chain, my wife has the hottest whatever.
Yeah.
I sit
That's
there
you.
every fucking day, 7 to 8 hours, whatever for a piece, and whatever I make is what I get to keep. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Not even that, because I still gotta pay the house. I
Right.
got 6 fucking kids that always asking for
Right.
shit, and it's just a lot. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no.
So
It's
no,
it's
I'm
definitely
not making money.
It's not just your pricing is your pricing, and that must go all to you. It's really weird that people still think that way.
So much more behind the scenes.
Yeah, for
Before we
sure.
hop into this next topic, tomorrow will be the owner's interview, Smiley and Sarah. Definitely watch that out. We touch a little more on just the
Oh, yeah.
upcoming of the shop. We touch a little more on this next segment that we're about to get into with conventions.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out. It'll be posted tomorrow on the YouTube. 5
Please
p.m.
watch the video. It's
Yep.
pretty awesome because you get an insight of the struggle and who we really are as people, because you don't really get a background view of what we do and how we establish everything around us. And also don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.
Right.
No negative thumbs down. We don't like those.
Did they get rid of it? I feel like someone just told me they got rid of
they,
that shit.
They didn't get rid of it. They give you the option to thumbs down, but they don't display
Right,
number.
right. It doesn't tell you how many people.
Only the positive, which is good because
Yeah, I like that. Remember how Instagram they took away the like numbers. I think
Yeah.
that's beneficial because that if you looked at a couple years back, the corresponding like younger women specifically with likes of Instagram and suicide, they like translated like
That was the
that's
issue.
what they were paying attention
was,
to. So I really appreciate that Instagram
Definitely turn it off.
turned it off, and we can see it. Say I have like Jay's photo, he can see how many things, and that's personal. I think that's good, but I think them shutting it off is the best thing. And someone just told me that they're going back to the old algorithm based on chronological order for when you post your stuff, which is good because I like that's the way I like to do
not
it.
who's the most famous.
Yeah.
No,
like
which is
most
great
liked,
because that means you get to see all your followers again, not the first 50. Hopefully,
Yeah, because
we'll see how it
literally every
goes.
time I go on Instagram, it's like
The
hood
same people.
clips,
Yeah.
best
Yeah, it's
celebration,
funny
world
because
stars, like
even
that
if you
person,
have 500,000 followers, your 1,000 followers don't get to see what you post.
Right.
Only like half of that. You know what I mean?
If that, yeah.
If that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of whack.
Yeah. So, again, once I said definitely look out for the interview tomorrow. That was an amazing interview, literal chills. In that interview, we touch on conventions. We will be attending our first convention back, from my understanding,
Philly.
from like a year plus.
Yeah,
So
a year
yeah.
plus.
I'm excited for that personally because I've never been to a convention.
It's going to be
so
Jay's first
yeah, I'm
convention.
excited to see the environment.
John's
Micro
first
convention.
convention working it.
Right.
And it's going to be it's going to be what? February 23rd?
The last weekend of February, so I think it's like the 28th or 26th to the whatever, the 29th or the whatever.
Just search it up on
Yeah, it's the
Google.
last week of
It'll pop
February.
up. You'll see it. We're going to be there.
Hola.
We're going to be there with the whole entire crew. It's going to be big because we're going to have like 16 people.
Yeah, it's
we
gonna
have
be
4
fire,
booths. It's going to
dude.
be really, really lit. We've definitely grown. And we're looking forward. Like Jay said, it's been a year plus since we did a convention.
We're
so-
100% we have to post a picture of you and Rogo back to back in the 1.5 booth.
Oh
And
my
then this
God,
year,
yeah.
you have to make that like
Yeah,
that side by
that'd be
side
such
because
an
that shit's
the-
crazy.
The before and after.
Yeah.
Actually, let me do 3. Because when we started out, it was just my wife
Right.
talking to people, and it was just me
Okay.
behind her.
I
And
think
then that one, and then now this.
And then
Wow.
now with everybody fucking working, it's gonna be
Right.
awesome. I love conventions. So the downside, personally, as an artist, that I don't like in convention is other artists' attitude. You guys are gonna experience
Right.
exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just me talking at the ass. Like when you go to conventions, every fucking artist in there has a fucking attitude. They have their hair down. They're not amicable. They're not humble people. So I take it upon myself to always introduce myself and my shop to the surrounding booths. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like, just
Some of
be
them are
neighborly, basically.
Yeah, some of them are receptive to me welcoming them and introducing us, whatever. And some of them have attitude because what happens is in the industry, it's all based on your work. So if an artist think that their work is the most fire fucking shit ever, they don't want to speak to you.
Right.
And it's like, you have to earn to speak to me. So what I've seen in conventions, like when I start tattooing and start displaying my work and knowing how humble I am, 2 things happen. Either artists start coming over to me and be like, yo, you're a great artist, whatever. Or some just develop an even bigger attitude where you guys are going to experience
Yeah.
it. I know I've done so many conventions that it's the same shit. 2, the shit that I hate, because I'm trying to buy a speaker so we could play. We have our own music.
we
our
talked
own-
about this last
we
week.
have our own ambience in
Right.
our own shop. So if we're taking our whole staff into a tattoo convention, we're bringing the shop with us,
Right.
right?
bringing that aura.
Yeah, the aura, from the vibe, from the colors to everything. So what happened is that my wife was like, nah, don't buy the speaker because they're going to tell you shut it down. And it's like, look, dude, like they play some bullshit old rock and roll for 3 fucking days. That's not the music that I tattoo to. I don't do this.
Nor
you know
do
what I
the
mean?
most, and like I listen to it, but for the most part, that's not what we listen to all
Yeah,
day.
like,
We listen
yeah,
to
I
nice
listen
mu-
to
like,
rock and roll. I listen to alternative rock and roll from the 90s,
Right, of course.
whatever. But I'm not consuming fucking rock and rolls.
Right.
And the thing is, these people play their friends' rock and roll music.
So it's
and
not
it-
even shit that you know. It's
No,
just
and not
like,
only that, they fucking blast it, right?
Yeah.
So then when we try to play our music, they come to our booth and be like, turn it down.
right.
And that's fucked up because how you expect us.
Gotcha.
So I invested.
Like we don't go up to them and be like, "Hey, shut that shit
Shut that
off."
shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I invested $4,000 in all these booths for everybody to go and tattoo. For you to tell me to put down my music when we drive, we drive on the ambience that we have here at the shop,
Right.
from EDM music to hip hop to more modern shit. So that's one of the things I
We're
don't
just trying
like.
to bring that there, and that's
Yeah,
you know,
bro, it's not as diverse as you think. You know what I
We'll
mean?
figure it out.
So-
I got some things up my sleeve for acoustics, and so we don't.
and I'm like a
please
rebel,
everybody.
so I don't listen anyway.
I know.
So I'm gonna do it. My wife's like, don't do it. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do it.
I gotta.
I invested too much. I nearly invested close to $8,000 in order for us to be there. For you to
booth,
tell me
yeah.
to put my music down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, thank you. We can,
So those are my only 2 pet peeves of convention.
No, I'm excited. I know it's your first convention, but I've been a client in conventions a couple times, probably 4 or 5 times now. I've gotten tattooed once or twice at a convention, but I'm excited to go on the other hand of things because I don't really get to see the inner workings like the day before, setting up, all that stuff. I mean, well, as a client, it's crazy. So I can only.
It's cool because it's like being rappers with your little tag and you get to go backstage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like yellow stage
Tour
passes and shit like that.
Everybody pranking each other.
Definitely look forward to that on the future podcast for when we do have the convention, because I'll
do like a vlog or whatever.
I'll be going around with the vlog camera, like kind of mic with the other artists and asking them questions.
Like side talk.
Yeah. So we'll be throwing those little clips here on the podcast on the Instagram, so they'll be sprinkled everywhere. So definitely look out for that.
Awesome.
That's gonna be dope.
I'm excited for that. And that's not the only convention we're going to. I don't know the exact dates. We're definitely going to Atlanta. We're definitely going to Baltimore. And we're definitely going
Chicago.
To Chicago. Yeah, I think Chicago. And that's it. They may be doing 1 or 2 more, but right now that's what's in our books. So if you guys are from a different city or any of those cities, look out for us.
And we normally try to do at least 1 international convention. Last convention Roland and I did was Germany, which is pretty awesome. So that's cool. We went to Germany, and the way they treat artists in other foreign countries, they treat artists like fucking artists. Like if they were rappers, like if they were celebrities. We get better food, right? The trophies look 100% better. Right. And when we went to Germany, where you were expecting fucking rock and roll, you know what they were playing? They were playing hip hop for 3 days, yo. Right. And everybody was vibing. Everything was cool. Over here, just like a one-way type of thing. Yeah, and weird. It's not chilled, man. So I love doing international conventions because, like I said, the trophies, they really care about the artists, yo. Right. I'm talking about. I think Germany was giving out a pound of silver, some shit like that, with trophy. Yeah, and other trophies were like a huge statue with a woman holding
Stanley
a skull.
Cup and shit.
Yeah, yo, it represents how hard you work and how hard it is to be an artist. When you come over here,
they're like, here's a pin.
Yo, no, wait. When you go to the Philly convention, they give you baseball trophies.
That they got like next door.
Yeah, with the little red stand. You know what I mean? The little white square at the bottom.
Participation.
The
trophy
woman
back
holding
in
the Grammy ball and shit. And it's like, bro, come on, bro. Like we invest money, we invest time, we invest skills for you to give us a $5 trophies.
Not true.
You know? Yeah. And at the end of the day, some of the artists do feel bad that they didn't win. So sometimes they'll spend 10 hours on a piece and it comes down to a $5 fucking trophy. Right. And then when they lose, they feel really bad about it. And it's like, that's not even chilled. You know what I mean?
It's not even worth it to be feel bad.
Nah, man.
Most of those guys are great artists to begin with. You know what I mean? Most of those guys are just sick artists who are just trying to.
So I myself have won 11 trophies. But after that, I was like, this is not worth it because when I lost, I felt so bad. Right. And I'm like, damn, but I did a hot piece. Why am I feeling like this?
Right. You shouldn't feel like that.
So I either stopped competing or if I did compete, I didn't go up on stage or none of that. I just stayed at the booth and I'm like, whatever. If I lose, I lose. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? At least I was part of it. Right. So
I'm excited. I'm excited for the next year.
Excited for that. With the holidays coming up, do we have any good tattoo Christmas stories before we head out?
Tattoo Christmas stories. Yes, I do actually. So my birthday is on the 13th of December. It's actually the first time I met Ace. Was on my birthday before I worked here about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Ace has been tattooing 2 years now fully, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, I think like 2 years now.
Wow.
I met Ace that day on my birthday, December 13th, and I was going to a Christmas party that day. And I wound up being really late to that Christmas party because I came here to get a Flash Friday tattoo on my birthday, and lo and behold, it was a surprise party for me, and I was late to it by like 2 hours, and people were so pissed at me, bro. Like they were like, "Where the fuck were you?" I was like, "I don't know. It was my birthday, bro. I want to go get a tattoo." Yeah, I was like, I thought we were just doing whatever.
I didn't know you were doing surprise party.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know?
How am I late?
And Ashley, my girlfriend, she was living in New Hampshire at the time. She drove in from New Hampshire that day to surprise me, and she was waiting at the house for like an extra 2 hours, and people were waiting for me to go there and see her. But that was a Christmas Eve story for you.
I don't have tattoo. I don't order my stories. I don't have
Christmas tattoos on you.
Christmas tattoo stories.
Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta do a Krampus tattoo.
That'd be dope.
Oh, actually. I bought a DVD. I bought the Krampus DVD today.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So we could pop. Oh, well,
we have a DVD player.
We don't have a DVD player. Just like Jay didn't know about USB.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, pop the CD in.
Yo, hold on. Yesterday we go.
It's like Frisbee.
Jaden. He goes. I go. Jaden, go put the USB in your computer. He goes. Wait. what's the USB? What's a USB though? And I'm like, what do you mean? What's a USB?
It's not a floppy disk, my
Yeah,
man.
he's like, I only know how to use the cloud and
hard drive.
That is
hard
crazy.
drive.
I've
I was
used
like,
a
yo,
USB before. It's not that I
Technology is
didn't know-
moving so fast.
It's not
Yeah.
that I didn't know what a USB was.
Uh-huh.
I've just never had to use them before. Like in school,
wow,
we always used
that's
like
all I use. That's literally I had
Crazy.
in my all my keys in school.
Everything. It
That
was
had like
USB.
15 of them when I used to DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a and they were expensive. Like I had a USB that was a terabyte.
Yeah.
That shit was like $400, and
That's
I
like
had
what
all.
I have.
I had all my music files on it, so when I was DJing, if I had to like throw on a set, I would just plug it into a computer, and that's all I needed to go. I didn't even have to
And just
need a computer, just
transfer
go
it.
right to it. But you know, it came in handy because I did so many gigs, or
Yeah.
you know, if someone needed me to throw down whatever, I just had a
Yeah, you
USB
just
on
pop
me.
it in. So Jaden had the USB in his hand. He looked at it like a VCR. Like
He was like,
is this
wait.
is this VHS? Like, yo, bro, come on.
He goes, "Where's the buttons? I don't know. I don't know how to do it."
So Jay, what are you? 21?
19.
Oh God,
Yo,
he's so young.
He makes everybody in the shop feel super old, bro.
Oh,
Like
man.
super old.
Wait, 2002?
Two, yeah.
Holy
02.
shit! You were born in
I
02?
wasn't even born before 9/11.
Holy
See?
shit!
So he makes 9/11 feel like Pearl Harbor. Like I'm
Oh
talking
my
about
God.
old, bro. Which is
Damn.
cool because we got the young vibe in the shop, which is awesome.
Right, and then we got.
But we sometimes look at him like, bro, why are you here?
It's like, no, you gotta go back to preschool or something.
Yeah, like
because-
why? So yeah, my only Christmas story that I have is just I remember my wife and I going to Toys R Us, and we order online over $3,000 worth of shit. Everything the kids wanted plus, right? So when we go to Toys R Us to pick up everything, they don't have it. So what happened was, out of everything that we ordered, they didn't have one item. So they canceled our
The whole order?
So not only did they cancel our order, but they took our money. So when we go to Toys R Us, they're like, we're going to get our money in 27 days. And I'm like, I don't have Christmas money, and I don't have the toys for my kids.
Yeah.
So
You guys
me and
took
my
my
wife are
fucking
looking
money.
at each other like, what the fuck we're going to do? So me, you know, Mr. Rebel over here, right? Do it on your own. I grab the cart, and I start grabbing as much shit as I can that's worth $3,400.
Right.
So the lady's looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm taking the shit. I'm like, you guys got my money. I need to get some items.
Yeah, facts.
She's like, you can't do that. I was like, watch me lead through these doors. And
Hi. Oh, 12 o'clock?
and,
we gotta go.
And as
Like,
I
we're gonna
was
say,
wait.
Merry
And
Christmas and
as
shit.
I was walking, the manager came through. I told her the situation, and the manager was kind enough to be like, you know what, take what you need for your kids and whatever. And so, you know, that was my Christmas
Happy
story.
holidays, yeah.
But yeah, happy holidays
Yeah,
to
we just wanna
everybody,
say-
to all the family. Happy New Year.
Hope everybody's healthy, happy, safe. You know, keep everybody together. Like I said, these are crazy times, regardless of you know what's going on in the world. You know, make sure you have each other, and you know, stay close. Holidays are supposed to be about the people around you, not the gifts you give.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you still gotta have love for everybody. So.
And I do want to say, if you have any negativity, anything that has happened to you within this past year, make sure you write it down on a piece of paper, and before midnight New Year, burn it so you could leave it behind, so you don't take it to the future until the new year.
I told you I started doing that after you told me that when I interviewed you.
Yeah,
I started doing it every year.
I do that every fucking year.
Every year.
Make
We'll
sure
definitely try that.
don't bring your old luggage into the new
Nope.
year, man, because
It helps.
it does help.
Yeah, it does.
Right, get rid of all those demons.
Yeah.
And start fresh, man.
Merry
Happy
Christmas and happy holidays,
Happy
guys.
New Year's, guys.
Goodbye.
We love you
We'll
guys.
see you guys later. Chakra OutLoud, episode 2. Episode 3.
Don't get upset.
Tony Stark, what's up?